I am terrible at posting, doing social media.
I understand that. I'm going to move to the Snapchat.
I figured out Twitter, but I'm still terrible at it.
That's okay.
I somehow have 10 followers.
Hey.
Which I appreciate, but I still don't understand it.
That's okay. You just gotta.
Also, I haven't washed my hair since Saturday.
Nice.
I remember thinking like that used to be a bad thing, and then are we live?
We are live now.
Okay.
We are unlisted, so it's only with a link, and now I gotta. Hold on, I got the heckin' link. Come on. Connecting the software. Copy the link. I'm sending it to Dada. Aw, yeah. There we go. Oh, yeah, and then I'll wait till you post it to Patreon, and then we'll party.
I got it to Patreon. Hold on. Live stream going up on a Tuesday because we didn't think this through.
I mean, do we ever think things through?
I mean, we probably should start thinking things through.
I mean, we've thought it through enough to do this. I thought that was pretty impressive.
Yeah, I think I gotta think stuff better through. I think I was like realizing like there's like the parts, because like like that thing that they told us in like television and movies that like when you find like your dream career, it's like you've made it when it comes to like your career or your job or whatever, when it doesn't feel like that, like a job or career, and how that's technically bullshit. Because like no matter what, there's like parts of it that like you're not gonna like.
Right, where it's like, yeah, there's always work. Like work is work, and that never stops being work.
Yeah, like I forgot I was talking to this thing, like she likes doing like one part of her job.
Sorry, one of my Wi-Fi is being fun. And
okay.
two,
Are you gonna place a better Wi-Fi?
I have great Wi-Fi. I need a Wi-Fi extender because my router is downstairs. So I'd love a nice Ethernet connection.
Okay. I guess it's early. Okay. I thought I could hear you for a second, but I was on the YouTube thing. What did I do that for? Don't worry about it. Are you there?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I'm trying to get the paste to work. Paste, you son of a... There we go.
But anyways, like I realized like with this, like even like with this, I'm like there's the parts that I love. Like I love like recording and I love editing the episodes and like that kind of thing. But then you try to avoid like I realize like I tend to avoid stuff I don't like doing, which is like marketing and social media and analytics. Which sucks that we both hate doing that because it's not actually good.
I know that's like the really important stuff. Like that's like the stuff you actually like need to do.
I know. Like I think I might want to actually make us an Instagram, and then I think we should just like take pictures of like behind the scenes stuff, and then or like whatever, and figure it out like that.
I take pictures all the time. I just post them to my dad to say, "Hello, friends. I'm having a great time today."
Yes,
which is what I always do. I'm always having a great time.
You're on Snapchat though.
What?
I said you're on Snapchat though.
Yeah. What's wrong with Snapchat?
Which I also don't get.
Snapchat is fun. So that's pretty easy. Hold on.
Also, should we introduce ourselves because we haven't done that?
Hold on. Sorry.
Witty Close August live stream sleepover slumber party edition.
We're having a slumber party. Hi. This is probably going to be incredibly awkward for the people watching this on the rebroadcast. Hey, how's it going? We're
Listen, like we said we were only going to take June off, and we kind of took June and July off just because of.
We did.
I realized like with us, like with holidays in the summer, it's actually really hard to schedule stuff for us because there's always something going on.
It's true.
So we did our back recording with our new show Baccano.
Baccano. I'm having a great time with Baccano so far. Baccano is scary, but it's a scary one to be the fan reaction of, because like you got to know a lot of stuff, and like boy howdy do I not know.
We talked about the first time we recorded together went really well.
It was great. It was a great time.
So we recorded it together, and I was a little bit off just because I was sick and it hurt my ankle, and like I forgot tissue, so I was like sniffling a lot.
Yeah.
Which made it uncomfortable, and also I forgot to. I didn't like deliberately not tell you I was sick. I think I forgot to tell you that I was sick.
You probably failed to realize just how skeeved out I get about those kinds of things, which is like fair because like it's.
No, I know you're a germ. I think like at that point I thought I was well enough to like not think about it. Like, and also like I was like, yeah, it's just a cold. It's fine. Because that's like my philosophy of like, if it's just a cold for me, or like it's just like a I can walk thing, I'm gonna work, which probably isn't healthy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I also think it's like I wonder if it's like a feminine thing of like we need to prove ourselves, like we're gonna work through anything.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know, like man flu is the thing.
Oh, it is a thing. It is. I think there is like that expectation, right? It's like, well, it's part of like American like workplace culture, I feel like. So that like we like feel the need to like work through things, and I think that's really why part of like this whole like pandemic is really interesting, because it forces us to like reevaluate what exactly that means and kind of how harmful it is for us as like a society. So I think it's really interesting.
Yeah, I remember because when I was working at Starbucks. Can I say company names that I used to work for?
I mean, if Starbucks, yeah, but I mean, I think smaller companies probably.
Starbucks, yeah, I'm not gonna say where I currently work, but like Starbucks, I worked for. I had fun at Starbucks, but anyway, I remember when I went to work one day and I was getting over a cold, and for some reason, like this cold was like so bad that like it blew up my voice and I couldn't actually talk.
Yeah.
And then I told my manager saying like I can't, like you could hear like I couldn't talk, and I'm like. I said to him, like, I can't talk. My voice is, and he was like, I can't believe you came in. I would have just went home. And I'm like, well, I don't have a fever. I'm probably not contagious, and I took medicine, so I'm fine.
Right. Well, that was me growing up too, though. As far as like especially when I was growing up, because like my mom was a teacher, so like if in school it was like unless you're like dying, like you go to school, and like that's just like what we were taught. And I feel like that kind of attitude like is very pervasive, and especially in like modern kind of workplace culture. So like that was fun. Hold on, I'm sending this right now. Probably gonna join us. It's not like on the stream, obviously, just like watching. Hold up. So anyway, we're just shooting the breeze, so like have a good time, I guess. But yeah, no, I think it's so interesting, and especially because I feel like I hope we're reevaluating that as like a thing, because like it's so annoying. And yeah, anyway, basically the whole year and a half has been a fun time, a great fun time.
Yeah,
a great fun swell time. That's all I got to say about that. But anyway,
okay, sorry, I was checking something out that I got. Anyway,
that's fine. We've both like, hold on, I have to like do work and also do things. So which
is just like right now and probably tonight I'm gonna post up the first $5 Patreon episode for when we do WandaVision, which you also need to record 4 episodes of that.
Oh, we gotta do that. Heck yeah, I gotta do like hardcore. Take a look at that.
Well, I know like because like the second episode of Baccano is when like it's gonna be announced. I feel like if I post it either.
Not even like well, technically we didn't even announce that because that was the stuff we recorded over. I feel like.
No, did I not say it on the second episode?
Say it on the. You may have, but like
I may have. If I didn't, I'm gonna just say I'll say it on the next time we record that it's up. I feel like I said on something, and then we can just like, because also we didn't like set. That might even be a thing where like I post like every other week for that just for now, and then we'll just like time to edit it and stuff. But I'm trying to think, what is there to talk about in society that isn't depressing?
Wow, nothing. That's it. We did it, folks. We solved all of society's ills. Here's a thing that's kind of relevant to what we do as like part
Okay.
of our whole thing. The new Spider-Man trailer. Hello. Did
Can I
you
say
see
like
that
I
guy
still
yet?
haven't seen any of the Spider-Man movies in the MCU?
Oh my god, I forgot you haven't. No, which is so funny because you've seen like basically everything else, but I don't know why the
I
Spider-Man
actually haven't. I'm
film
trying to think. I
like
haven't
wasn't in your
seen the
line.
Hulk,
Okay,
Incredible
well
Hulk,
that
which like
I yeah.
can I also
Yeah,
say like can I
that's
say my
fine.
theory on I don't know if this actually works for the movie The Hulk, but okay, can I say my theory that like after the events of the first Hulk, Bruce Banner just got a bunch of plastic surgery.
Yeah, it's it's somehow transformed him. We're not gonna don't think about it. I
I'm trying to think. I think like, there's a lot of like phase one stuff that I haven't seen because I've only seen the second and third Captain America. I've
mm-hmm.
seen the first and the third
Wait, you didn't
Iron
see the
Man.
first you didn't see the first Captain America?
No.
What? That was a
Here's the
great
weird thing
film.
about I really just when it comes to, like movie like I like if it's a movie comes especially if a Marvel movie it comes out in July I tend to not see it. I don't know
Mhm.
why, but it's just like a thing.
That's so what an interesting just caveat that is
I
of
know.
just like your movie
I
getting
know what
extended.
happens, but I
What
haven't
that's like
watched it.
one twelfth of all movies I imagine are falling into that category, and and you have not seen
Yeah,
any of
but I
them.
did see the
Uh,
trailer for the new Spider-Man. Like I knew what happened at the end
yeah.
of the news the second Spider-Man. I knew what happened at the end
Okay. Yeah.
because somebody said that J.K. Simmons was in it. So I'm like, well, I have to see what.
That oh my god! I wait. I don't think I was expecting. I can't remember. I saw it in theaters, and I don't think I was expecting that. But when it happened, or I'd like heard an inkling, or no, I don't think I was expecting that. I'm trying to think. I don't know what I know anymore, which is probably a little concerning. But yeah. So that was a great ending. It was like a ah. They
Yeah,
do pull moments. Well, I think it's interesting in the newer Spider-Man films with like with the J.K. Simmons and with like Alfred Molina in the new trailer, where it's just like, all right, you got me.
did they confirm that other Spider-Men were coming into that movie?
I don't think they did. No, I don't think there was a confirmation on that. There
I
was like
mean,
talks, but I know Andrew Garfield said that like they didn't talk to me, but I'm like maybe he's lying.
you might be lying.
That would be fine.
It would
I
be
would just
fine.
have like a really good time with that.
Well,
Anyway,
because
what
like now that like the multiverse is like open now.
that's the thing. It's like we're like leaning hard into the multiverse. I feel like with like WandaVision and this movie, and plus
Well, it
literally
feels like
the
kind of
new
WandaVision
Doctor Strange
didn't do
movie.
that, like with multiverse stuff. It's just like her character
Yeah.
kind of sparked into like some of that power.
Mhm.
Um, look you haven't seen, but like that actually did a
Oh
lot.
yeah, that is the thing that I haven't seen yet.
It's good. Like the only
I
like
know it's good. I just have to
out of
actually like
the shows, the only one that really doesn't fit right now is Falcon and Winter Soldier. But I feel like you can play with the fact that it doesn't fit.
yeah, but it's just a good time. I mean, like a lot of the I feel like, especially the first two Captain America films were like, they're more like war movies or like kind of spy movies, kind of. So like they are their own thing, and it can exist as such. They're
Yeah,
not
which I
all
think
like
is good for people who
separate
don't like the
spheres.
magic stuff. But it
Yeah,
feels like that's what most of the Marvel universe is going to be. And I
right.
feel
They're
like
leaning
with
hard into the
and I
magic
feel like because I think they're
space.
making a Captain America 4
I think so. Yes, because I think
with the
Anthony Mackie's going to go
those
for
people
that.
who wrote Falcon and Winter Soldier, which is
Yeah.
good because they did a really good job.
Hmm.
But I think you could play with the fact of like all of this stuff is happening and they don't know what to do.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's relatable.
Yeah, so we'll
I
see what
go
the
through every life
Spider-Man.
being like, there's a lot going on. I have no idea what I'm doing. But of course, I make a lot less money than the folks at Marvel, so maybe they don't have an excuse. Uh,
Well, thinking like so, this trailer it was weird to see Doctor Strange with the cloak and then like a sweat outfit.
oh, that was funny.
I thought it
That
was
was
funny,
silly.
but
I
I'm like
mean, it
that's.
follows kind of the humor, I think, of the Spider-Man movies, especially the MCU, have been trying to capture.
But
So
it
it's
kind
it's
of just.
fairly in line.
But it kind of sounds like the movie's gonna be Peter wants something that I think like not that I don't know if he deserves it, but like from the way like they showed like what happened at the end of the second Spider-Man, like it wasn't his fault that
Hmm.
his identity got revealed, and like I feel like
Right.
he did the right thing and the bad stuff still happened.
Right. Yeah.
So then he kind of
Redemption.
wants it to like go away and then everybody forgets. So I'm like, you're not trying to like fix your fuck up. It's I did the right thing. Something bad still happened. Can we go back?
We just can't say oopsie daisy and just kind of go on.
Yeah, but like again, I guess like I said, it's not a thing of like this wasn't my fault. I don't want to. I just want everything to go back to
Yeah.
normal, and
Right.
then
Yeah. Yeah. It's like I want everything to be normal, and it's like wish granted. Everything's terrible now. Yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
then he messes it up because he technically still wants like still certain people to know that he's Spider-Man still.
Right, right. It's like it's the classic lesson of you can't get everything you want, kid.
True, and then he screws everything
Pretty
up.
tried and true.
But like,
Kind of
so do
tale
people think that Spider-Man murdered people, even though like they could probably get out? Because it does seem like he's in jail.
He's not actually in jail. I don't think. I don't know. I
So
don't
that means
know.
they don't
I've
think
only
he
seen
murdered
like a
anybody.
small trailer. And you haven't even seen the second movie.
I haven't, but like I know that something bad happens.
Something bad happens. Yes. Welcome to movies, where we can guarantee at least at one point something bad will probably happen.
Yeah.
So.
And then what is it coming out soon? The Shang-Chi and the Rings.
Oh yeah, Shang-Chi and the seven
Like
rings.
10. That looks good.
The 10 rings.
I don't like.
I'm curious about that one.
Yeah.
And the Legend of the 10 Rings.
Oh, it's coming out in like 2 weeks. Okay. No, never mind. I thought, because I saw a review for it already.
Yeah, the reviews are coming out already.
I'm sure it's good.
I mean, I feel like when you're working with Marvel movies, you have like a you know, like a range that you can work with. And even because the best ones are like good, but you're like, okay, they still like, you're working within the concept of the franchise movie. So like, you're not kind of super.
Well, on the Rotten Tomatoes thing, it says Shang-Chi's for, how do you say it?
I think it's Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. First reviews, one of MCU's most spectacular origin stories.
Oh, okay. I am interested.
Plus, like, yeah, plus like Aquafina's in it, and like she's just somebody as of now I can't hate.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like I was thinking of like how to best. I feel like I know how I want to describe her, but like I don't know if it's offensive.
Okay. Maybe we don't, and keep going.
I guess because no, like I really like. I guess because like I was thinking about it with like she kind of personified what I feel about her when she was playing Danny DeVito in the Jumanji movie, The Next Level.
Oh my god, I haven't seen that movie yet. I'm a fake fan.
That's fine.
I really wanted to see that movie, and I just.
I guess because like she kind of just sounds like like she sounds like a raspy Jewish woman, and I love her.
And you can say that.
I can. That's what I meant. Like that's like what literally like she kind of just reminds me of like an old raspy Jewish woman.
That's pretty good. Very good.
And like nice. I don't know, like for some reason, like I just can't hate her, and I'm excited that she's in this movie.
Yeah. Okay. That worked for me.
Yay.
Yay.
And she's just like the best friend that's not going to be romantic interest.
I mean, that's kind of like a lot of the roles that she plays. I feel like she's like the comedic friend. So just playing right into type. Not that she always played into type, because she, you know, she had roles in oh gosh, what am I thinking of? The Farewell. That was more.
Yeah, where she won a Golden Globe and then wasn't nominated for an Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be like that.
It'd be like that.
Sure, be like that.
So that's Marvel's. And then, so wait, after the Spider-Man, and then the Doctor Strange movie's coming out, like right after that.
I'm assuming so, yes.
So that'll be fun.
What's that movie called? It's called The Multiverse of Madness.
Multiverse of Madness. I keep wondering, like, I know they said like Tom Hiddleston wasn't in it, but just considering Loki, I'm kind of wondering if he's going to show up.
That'd be cool.
It would make you need to watch Loki, because then I feel like Spider-Man, like it'll make more sense to me if I see the other two Spider-Man movies, and it'll make more sense to you if you see Loki.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, because like I don't.
Oh, I'm gonna I have to watch all of them, and I have to watch them in order, or else I will be weird about it. So
you don't really. They're not. Like, there's not really much of an order.
To me, it's order.
Well, like, so, like, Falcon and Winter Soldier does take place after WandaVision, but then Loki kind of, you don't really know when it's taking place.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's after. You know it's probably during Endgame because of, like, the Loki that we get.
Right, yeah.
So.
Right.
When
is this coming out? Oh. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, not in the Multiverse of Madness. So he's just in it. The Multiverse of Madness is not the second lead in this.
Well, they're like
for March 25th, 2022.
Aren't there like 4 Marvel movies coming out this year though?
That's too many.
Well, they missed a year.
They did miss a year. Okay, so oh my god,
Black Widow.
There's 4 this year: Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Eternals, Spider-Man: No Way Home, and then next year is Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness, Thor, Love and Thunder, which I'm looking forward to, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. I have not been looking at what's been going on with that movie because I like don't want to know. Like I'm just like it's weird. Anytime I like, it's just weird, and I'm like I'm just gonna not.
I think I was like, look, I think I remember last time I looked, it was like Wikipedia stuff. I don't really know what's happening, but like,
I don't want to know what's happening.
But like,
I'm
here's
just,
the
like,
thing though,
nervous
it's like
about
this. I mean, like minus unfortunately Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
It's still like the same team, and like they were all
Yeah.
clearly upset about. So I feel like we're gonna be okay.
I mean, that is subjective. But
No, I meant like the movie's gonna be good. I'm not saying mentally we're gonna be okay. I think mentally we're gonna cry.
Mentally, I will never be okay, and that is a universal constant.
Yeah, so we'll wait for that. But also, did you see any of the Eternals trailers?
Ooh, the Marvels is coming out 2022, and then 2023 is the next Guardians movie. I'm excited about that. What was your question? Please restate
it. Did you see the Eternals trailer?
I think I watched like most of it. I've seen it in like glimpses as I scroll through because I don't think I really wanted to see that trailer. You know me, like restating for the audience here that I'm weird about trailers and I tend not to watch them. If it's a movie that I know I want to see, then I won't watch the movie that I'm on the fence about. I will watch the trailer, and the only reason I watched the Spider-Man trailer is because it showed up on my like feed a bunch of times, and it was subbed, which means I didn't have to turn the sound on, which means I didn't have to invest any time in it. So then I watched it. But yeah, you know, I'm weird with trailers, so I didn't not watch the Eternals, but I didn't super pay attention.
I still don't know what they are or like what they're doing, and like
they are eternal.
Well, I'm kind of thinking like it looks like they're bringing up the point of like if you're only supposed to help out at certain points, why didn't you help out with Thanos?
It is right. Well, that is kind of the issue that you run into when you when you set something up, when you have such like a big event as the end of phase 3 and you set it up to be like a world changing, like universe shaping event, and then you're like, oh, we got to bring these characters on board, and like their only thing is we haven't interviewed until now, right after that big thing happened. It's like, wait, this doesn't make sense. You set this thing up to be like the biggest thing, and like now, like, so of course I'm sure it's going to be explained in the movie with some kind of someone or whatever,
right? I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to figure out who the leader of the Eternals is.
I think Gemma Chan's going to be the main.
Who?
Gemma Chan's character. Gemma Chan?
No, like the lead of the Eternals, not like the main character.
Okay. Oh.
Because I think it's either Angelina Jolie or Salma Hayek. Salma Hayek looks so good in that trailer.
Does she? I missed her. I did see Angelina Jolie.
I didn't know she was in the movie. I thought the lead was going to be Angelina Jolie. But Salma Hayek's in it too. They're both in it, so that's great.
Yeah, but I think Gemma Chan's character is supposed to be the lead.
I like her.
Yeah, which is cool. It's funny to see like the characters where like they cycle. There's like cycling through actors and like, oh crap, we got to bring back this person we had in like a really minor role, bring them back for something bigger because we like them. Because Gemma Chan was in Captain Marvel for like half a second. She was all made up, so you couldn't really tell.
It's fine.
So it's gonna be fun. So good for her. I did like her. I don't know what else I've seen her in. The only thing I remember off the top of my head is Crazy Rich Asians.
She was in Crazy Rich Asians as like.
I watched Crazy Rich Asians.
Yeah, so she was like the one good. She was like besides like your main, she was the other good person.
What else is she in? Hold on, we're consulting the wiki.
She was on this show called Humans, where I think she played an android.
Oh yeah. Or a robot. Started as a servile anthropomorph in Humans. Oh, I think I remember that one. I don't watch it, but I
watched a little bit of it and I got bored.
But what else? Okay, a bunch of things that I don't care about. Oh, she was in Raya and the Last Dragon, which I haven't seen because I'm terrible and a fake fan of all things animated.
Awkwafina was in that too.
Yeah, she was in that.
And Kelly Marie Tran, which surprised me.
Kelly Marie Tran. Oh,
I guess
she was still on the Disney payroll. Hell yeah, good for her.
Oh no, I just meant because of like, I don't know, like I feel like the way that she was treated by Star Wars fans and that being connected to Disney, she might have been traumatized. If she wasn't, great for her.
I mean, I guess the whole thing was she didn't have to actually show. She just had to show up to the recording booth. But like, I hope she does good things. Why was
she treated like trash? Because people are awful.
People suck, and I don't have.
I guess better. Yeah, like that's the thing. Like, I'm like, did you not like her character? Because like, I mean, I didn't mind her character, but I understand it.
nothing wrong with her character to
No.
warrant that much hate. People are just bad.
I mean, like her story arc in Rise of Skywalker was fantastic.
I hate you. All right, folks, it's been fun. Thank you. This is just kidding. You've been watching a Rise of Skywalker review the whole time, and I'm just going to scream into this microphone.
I could probably do a re-review
because
I think it's probably worse now than when we did the review.
Oh my god, I had a lot of negative feelings that time. I still have a lot of negative feelings. That hasn't changed.
I didn't at the time because I think like I just got out of the theater and I'm like, I still think it's. Here's the thing.
Yeah, I think you had just seen it and it was like
and I was like, I still kind of had some positive vibes towards it, but like now I'm kind of like, not.
You have seen the light
a bit,
and the light is dim and bleak.
I will say this though, and people can hate me. I still think it's better than Phantom Menace. For one reason only. Yes.
I haven't seen Phantom Menace in forever, so that's not. I'd have to.
Here's the thing. I just like at least with Rise of Skywalker. Yes, it's bad, but at least there were bits where I was entertained, and I was really bored watching Phantom Menace. And my thing is, I'd rather have a bunch of feelings than be bored.
That is. No, that is true. Like that is something that you do say that a lot because even if it's like negative feeling, at least it's eliciting some kind of reaction,
right?
Which I can respect absolutely. I still think it's a god awful freaking film.
We had to appease the people who didn't like Last Jedi.
It's it's all about taking care of the people who give you money. It's fun. I don't even want to go into that. I don't even want to go into that because I'm gonna get all heated. I'm gonna freaking fight somebody. I'm gonna punch somebody in the face. I'm not gonna punch anybody in the face.
Do you have a stuffed animal you can punch?
No. Why would I punch a stuffed animal? It has done nothing to me.
Okay, fine, like a pillow.
Maybe a pillow.
Or like a punch, or what? I forget, what are those like things called? Like you punch it, then it comes back up.
Oh my god, yeah, whatever the heck those called. Actually, I'm not a very violent person. I just talk violently. I don't.
Yeah, me too.
I do not perform violent actions. It's not my thing.
Do we have any other things? I had one thing that I did want to talk to you about.
Ooh, what is it? Bring it to the table.
Remember we were talking about how it's really hard to actually sit down and watch and like binge watch a show.
Oh yeah, I have massive problems with that.
Yes, but over I think I ended up binge watching a season of a show recently within like 2 days because it was like 8 hours.
Nice, good for you.
So I did a thing.
I'm proud of you.
Daryl, what show did you watch?
I did say that. Did my connection's spotty right now. Sorry.
Well, that looks pretty clear.
No, I said what? Dara, what show did you watch?
I watched Shadow and Bone.
Shadow and Bone. Yes, I've seen things on that. What is your take? What is the verdict?
I actually really like it. It's really good.
Really? Is it like based on like a YA? Is it like a YA kind of thing?
Yeah. So
is there a love triangle?
Not really.
I'm not saying that's like the end all be all of YA, but like I was just curious.
So,
anyway, continue. Sorry.
I will say, because I think there's bits of it actually like it's not really like love triangle-y because like there are like two love interests.
Okay.
But they don't actually, I mean, they conflict with each other, but it's not really for romantic reasons. It's for one of them is clearly evil reasons.
I mean that can put a damper on things.
Well, the thing is like
it's up a relationship either way.
Well, the thing is like so like the author of the book has a bunch of like duology books.
Mm-hmm.
So basically they took the first book, Shadow and Bone, and they combined it with one of her duology books, The Six of Crows, I think it's called.
Okay.
Which is basically like a Bacano-esque. A gangster thing, but set in that like universe. Okay. And it's like so you're following like a gang. I think it's like a prequel thing in the show. So like you're following a gang, and they're trying to. Because the thing is like so, the core is very young adult, where you have a girl who is different in this universe, mainly because she's mixed race
and
an orphan.
Like other girls.
Well, they don't like her because she's like mixed race, and the other half of her is like a enemy country.
Okay.
And then she's also an orphan because her parents went into like this giant fold thing, which is like a giant dark mist with a bunch of monsters. And if you go in, you're probably gonna die.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. And
Monsters.
but she does have like her one best friend who's a guy.
Wow.
But like it works because like basically you can tell like their friendship is based off of like years of living together in an orphanage and also like same trauma.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like it's good built up like a friendship and like
Same hat.
probably know where it's gonna end up.
Mm-hmm.
But like I like it because like they don't. It's not really played up that much in the show. Like you can like tell like it's gonna happen, but it's
Okay.
very like in the background.
Okay, which is like very much my speed. I that's how I prefer. I think romance, and I think I've talked about this before. I think romance is like very interesting in a story. Like the more organically it happens and the less like focused it is, because I think you end up rooting for it more the less you get.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's just because I am a terrible, horrible shipper at heart. But I think I always think relationships are really fun when it's like we got like a bunch of other stuff going on, but then like this is like back here and you're like, oh,
Yeah, that's kind of the thing.
yeah, that's pretty my speed.
And then, yeah, and then there's like yeah, and I kind of like this one part with like because there's like all of this stuff going on, and then like she kind of I don't know if this is like spoiling. Well, like it's not like a big spoiler, but like you can figure out who the bad guy is, and it might be Prince Caspian. Who knows?
Prince Caspian. No.
Yeah, from Chronicles of Narnia, the actor, not.
That the literal Prince Caspian.
Yeah, did you ever see that movie?
I don't think I actually saw that movie. I read the book back in the day. I think I read the book. Yeah, I read I didn't read all the Chronicles of Narnia, but I think I read like 1, like 3, 4, 5 or whatever. Like Magician's Nephew, Lion, Witch and Wardrobe, the Prince Caspian and Voyage of the Dawn Treader, I think are the only ones that I've read.
So the prequel and the ones were made into movies.
Yeah, basically. Even though I didn't watch the movie. I didn't watch Prince Caspian. I saw Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe, but I didn't see Prince Caspian.
Okay, I don't know what else you see this actor, but I know he played Prince Caspian in this movie.
Let me see. I'm on the frickin' wiki. Who the heck? Ben Barnes.
Yeah.
What else is he in? Oh,
he's been in stuff.
He's been in things. Dorian Gray, Jackie and Ryan. Television. Oh, he was in the Punisher series. Oh, he's in Westworld. I say like I watched that, and I don't.
I watched a little bit of it, but so basically, like the girl she's different because she's mixed race in this world, and then there's also these like basically like you have like your like group of people, and then you hate everybody else.
Cool.
Because like so she's like a neural person who's like in the army, and it's nice because like I guess in this universe they realize like we shouldn't make a difference except for like one country, which is like there's a world here.
Okay.
That's a lot to explain.
Yeah, worlds are good. They're a good place to set.
So the main place is called Ravka, and there's east and west because in between is the Fold, which is the dark thing with a bunch of monsters. So it's hard to like go in between.
Got it.
And then there's like another end, like an enemy place called Shu, which is where the main character she's half Shu, half Ravkin. So you know,
a lot of drama there.
Well, like literally to the point when like the army guy, because like they're like basically she's in the army. She's like a map maker for the army, and they allow like men and women are like they're all in the army because why not?
Yeah.
But like literally, this one army guy won't feed her because she's half Shu.
Oh, yikes!
And then her friend, and then Mal, who's like her best friend, has to save the day because he's a good guy, and I love him.
Nice.
But so then she ends up having to go into the Fold because of reasons of like with the maps and stuff, and then they get attacked, and then it turns out she's the chosen one, or the Sun Summoner.
Chosen one. Okay, continue.
And then she's a Sun Summoner, so she like because like, there's this other group called Grisha, which is like they're kind of the elite, but then also everybody hates them because they have magical powers. Try to look up what one of them I called them the avatars.
Can they control all 4 elements?
They can control earth, wind, and fire. Something like that. They're avatars.
Do you remember the 21st night of September? Somebody recently reminded me of that song, and I was pretty excited about that today.
It's a
It's
good.
almost September.
It's a good. What am I thinking of? Show, song. Yes, that exists. Anyway,
Mhm.
and then there's like I think they're like tailors, so they can fix stuff like temporarily, or like do like makeup and stuff, like
That's
fix like
cool.
wounds and stuff. And then there's like these like heart renderers, so they can make your heart go like faster or slower. I think they can heal you as well.
Okay, interesting.
So it makes sense like when you watch it, but like it's hard to
I'm
explain.
interested. It seems I would probably enjoy something like
But then you
this.
have Ben Barnes' character who's like he can like make darkness.
Can you create darkness?
Yes,
What is? Okay.
it makes sense.
Okay, I'm gonna believe you.
And then so then they think like if he has a sun summoner, he can like destroy the fold. So then they find the sun summoner, who didn't know that she was Grisha because they get like all the people get tested for being Grisha.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason and like she failed that she like they said she wasn't Grisha, even though she was, because she didn't want to leave Mal, her best friend. So basically she just like hurt herself a lot, like basically like clung to a piece of glass or whatever, so that which can suppress your Grisha powers.
Wild. Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
And then so that's like the young adult stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's Six of Crows. So they're a gang, and like the one guy like runs like a club that like has like gambling and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's got like so he's Kaz, and he's got like a bowler hat and a cane with a crow on it. It's awesome. And then he's got his buddy Jesper who can shoot really well, and he's cool, and I love him. And then you got Inej,
Nice.
who's like was kidnapped. I think she was like her story is that she was part of like a circus with her family, and then she got kidnapped when she was 14, and then sold to like a brothel.
Oh.
And then Kaz was like, I think like hired her for something and is trying to pay off her debt so that she can get out of the brothel because they still own her and they're incredibly abusive.
Great.
So he's like buying off her debt so that she can be free. And then they find out about Sun Summoner and they say that this other gangster guy is like, I'll give you 1 million of the currency if you go kidnap her. So that's their thing.
Okay.
And it's awesome.
Nice.
So they combine the two stories and it works.
Right. And I like that. I kind of like that. I like.
Yeah, and I was thinking because like I like the thing with Kaz and Inej's like friendship, which is that like it's clearly just a friendship and it's just like a really intense, like beautiful friendship.
Nice. I do like a nice, intense, beautiful friendship.
Because there's a moment where like because Inej is like very religious, and there's a moment she does something that's like super against her religion, and she's like having a panic attack, and he has to like reassure her.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not sure if people ship them, but I hope they don't get together romantically because it just feels like a really intense friendship.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those in this show.
Nice. Very good. I do like a nice, intense friendship.
There was like some romance with the Sun Summoner and Ben Barnes, who I already like spoiled was a bad guy. But then once you kind of realize he's a bad guy, we're kind of like, nope.
Skirt.
Which is good.
That's
the only really bit of like a lot of like make out
romantic.
That little bit is the only kind of main like a lot of make out romantic stuff.
Nice.
And then I like this one because like she meets up with Mal again, and she's like kind of wants to like confess like the stuff like she did with this guy, and he's kind of like because like she kind of is like upset that she did this, especially because she thought that like Mal wasn't talking to her anymore because she found out that she was Grisha, when in reality somehow they're writing letters together, and they like somehow the letters weren't getting to the right person. Something sinister. But then they like realize what happened. They reunited. So then she's trying to say like she feels really bad about hooking up with the bad guy when her best friend was desperately trying to find her and like risked his life.
Nice.
And then, but before she can say anything, he's kind of like, "No, you don't owe me an explanation." And then we go.
Cool.
So the romance is, yeah, I think you'll like it because the romance is very like background to
the
plot.
Okay, that's kind of my speed.
Yeah, I wasn't like it does feel it's like kind of like a down like a PG-13 Game of Thrones, but then like a more up there. I don't know, was it a high fantasy young adult thing that's been popular?
High fantasy young adult thing.
Aragon?
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
I can't think of
Sure.
anything else.
Oh no. Sure. Why not?
That's the only thing I can think of that's like high, because like technically high fantasy can't take place in modern times, and like
Yeah.
the other thing I could think of was like Harry Potter, but that's technically modern times, so I don't know if that counts.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if Harry Potter is classified as high fantasy. I don't think. No, it's not.
I
It's
don't think
not.
it does.
Yeah. No, it's not in modern times. Like, it's not. Doesn't have to be like. I don't think it has to be like a different time. It just has to be like not connected to this world at all. And Harry Potter takes place with the idea that it takes place parallel to what's going on.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, so I have all the books on my Audible wish list, so I will listen to them.
Yeah, cool.
And then there's like also like a C plot because there's like another country that doesn't like Greece so much that they kidnap them and then put them on trial and then execute them.
Oh.
And then they kidnap a heartrender and then the ship crashes and the heartrender's kind of like
ship.
What?
Keep going.
And then realizes she has to like save one of the guys who was like gonna kidnap her and execute her because or else she can't get to land. And then they kind of form a bond. And it's like also like very much like are they gonna it's like kind of like a thing of like his like mentality is like Grisha are evil, but then he's like kind of falling for this one.
Right, yeah. It's
and also
not bad, but you are different. This is somehow fine and probably not problematic. Let's not think about it. It's romantic.
I don't think it's problematic because she's trying to show that like Grisha are human. So it's like all of us are not bad. And it's kind of cute.
All right.
That's probably like the most, I think that's like besides like the one thing, that's probably the most romance you get. And that's like very in the background.
All right, cool. Sounds good. Works.
So would recommend.
Me. All right. Yeah, I am curious. You do have my attention on that.
It's just very like long. Like each episode's like an hour long.
Oh, that is in fact 8 hours of content.
Mm-hmm. Nice. But there is a lot of pretty stuff.
I do like pretty stuff.
Some gross-ish stuff. Mm-hmm. Not like there is like one little bit of like I'm trying to think. Is there any gagging stuff? And there's like one little bit near the end, but it's just sound, not like visual.
Okay, I think I'll probably be able to get through that.
I think you're gonna like from what I've heard. Like the crow stuff is probably the best part. I think that's what the part you're gonna like the most. That's the part I like the most. Mm-hmm. Like that's my favorite, but I didn't dislike anything else, and I didn't even like. I wasn't like, oh, let's get back to the crows. I was kind of like, I'm enjoying this, but I kind of want to go back to the crows. Right. I watched one show.
Nice. I'm proud of you for the one show you watched. I haven't did anything. I have to do some dog sitting in about a week and a half, so I will be probably watching a lot more things because I will be sitting there with my elderly pups.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else, other shows that like I need to watch, but I can't. There definitely is, but I can't think of them.
There's so many things.
I would say like, okay, I finally finished the show, but I did also watch Loki, and like I didn't mean to.
Yeah, that works.
Because I had no desire to watch that show, and then I just watched it. Mm-hmm. Also, I got to finish Schitt's Creek.
Oh yeah, that's the thing that everyone got into at the same time, and I did not get into it at the same time, and so I've just been like saying.
I'm on season 4, and I'm like really enjoying it, but I know, but like the thing of like you heard something bad was going to happen, but then it gets resolved. Mm-hmm. So I'm at the point where like the bad thing's about to happen.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not ready for it to happen because it's going to happen to two people that I love. Like I fell in love with them, and I'm like I can't have this bad thing happen, even though I know it's going to get resolved by the end. It's probably going to get resolved by the end of the season.
Right.
But I still can't. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
People.
Yeah. I usually, if I know what's going to happen, I'm not as stressed out about it. It's when I don't know. I'm like, huh. But even then, I try to avoid spoilers.
No, it's funny for me because I feel like
things I don't avoid spoilers for, which is funny.
It's funny with a bunch of shows that came out like the 90s. Like I knew something bad was going to happen, and then I'm kind of like, I can't watch this right now. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I know the bad thing's going to happen, but I need to. I was thinking about this like Buffy and Angel. Like I knew that when the bad thing was going to happen, but I was kind of like, I don't want to watch it right now to avoid the bad thing.
Right.
I don't know why I was thinking of this, but I was thinking of like another like thing that I wanted to watch, but it might have to be like a Patreon thing, maybe.
Yeah.
Those like remember like back in yonder days of 2013 or 14.
That certainly was a time I was around. Sure was. Yeah. Yeah.
We weren't
What
adulting as
about
much.
the olden days?
Way back in the when people were taking classic novels and turning them into vlogs.
That was the thing. That was the thing in
Were you
2013.
not there for that thing?
I must have missed the invitation.
Girl.
I know.
Because it started. Well, it's funny because like the John and Hank Green were kind of the ones out. Well, Hank Green specifically was like the one who, because he did the Lizzie Bennet Diaries. Did you ever hear about that?
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Yeah, which is like basically spoiler all of Pride and Prejudice.
Yes.
And I binged that. It was like 100 episodes, but it was like their web. So like I think I binged that in like 3 days. Back when I could binge stuff properly.
I remember the Carmilla series. Is that?
Oh, did you watch that?
Yeah.
Did you finish it?
I think there was like a movie. I don't think I saw that. Actually, I know.
Oh, it's funny because I said like we should do that because I didn't know if you actually heard of it.
Oh,
but I haven't finished it because I only watched 2 seasons of it.
There it was, the lesbian vampire show. Of course, I watched it.
Fair. We just said you didn't know the novels turning into vlog series, and I'm like, that's one of them.
I didn't really think that fell under that. That's like the only one I know of, so I guess I didn't like put 2 and 2 together. So my math skills aren't great today.
Like sometimes, like like this whole thing started. I was like surprised you didn't see something, and then I'm like surprised that you did see something.
Yeah.
Like when I didn't talk to you about the Umbrella Academy because I was assuming that you didn't see that.
Oh, the shoes on the other foot.
I've seen 2 seasons of Carmilla. I just haven't watched the prequel season and then the last season.
Yeah, I also didn't do that.
But I'm
the second season. I think I was watching it as the second season was coming out, so I don't think I
of Carmilla or the Umbrella Academy.
Carmilla. I also didn't watch the second season of Umbrella Academy because I'm a
damn it, woman. The third season's coming out soon. I feel like you need to.
I do. I definitely do.
How else are we gonna do that show? Especially like you're gonna miss the part where they join the multiverse.
Everybody's owned by Disney now. It's great.
Oops. But yeah, so yeah, I probably shouldn't. I shouldn't have doubted your look. Here's a lesbian couple. Let me watch it.
I'm not saying I watched all of them. I just like that just tends to be a thing that if that exists, I probably know about it.
Well, it's funny with Carmilla because like that was like one of the first things I watched where like at least like with the first season, like the main character didn't come out as a lesbian. We just like the way like she just was.
Mm-hmm.
And then I forget all the characters' names, and I feel bad. Besides Laura and Carmilla, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I only remember the one. Oh my god, yeah.
But I forget. It was like the one. I think she kind of like dressed like masculine, but I think she identified as a woman.
Well, there was LaFontaine, who was like in a very explicitly non-binary character.
Oh, that what they were? Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
That was before I knew what non-binary was. I'm not gonna lie.
We've all learned a lot since the days of the Carmilla vlogs in 2013 in the early days of college.
But then because I was like, oh, here's a character that like looks masculine, and I thought identified as a woman, but then was in a straight relationship at one point, I think.
I'm not sure. Are you about this character?
Maybe.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure. Like the only person I'm thinking of is LaFontaine, who I was a fan of. But
yeah. I like them.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh man, throwback. I like sort of low key forgot that existed, as evidenced by like me not remembering it was until I was like halfway through. I was like, oh wait, no. I remember Carmilla.
We can do Carmilla for the Patreon thing. It'll be fun.
It's been a while since
I'll have to watch the third season and the prequel thing, and then we'll have to pay money to get the movie.
There's a lot I have to finish with that, so we'll see. We'll see.
I'm not saying we do it now. I'm just saying like it'd be fun.
It would be fun.
I can get, and then I remember, so there was that, and then they did something based off of Emma, which I tried to get through but got bored.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did one for Frankenstein, which I liked.
Okay. There's some things I don't know about.
It was interesting because they did it, I think, like, with Discovery. I think it was the same people who did the Lizzie Bennet Diaries. But so the weird thing with that was that they changed it from Victor Frankenstein to Victoria Frankenstein.
Okay.
But then they didn't make. But then they kept the love.
Hashtag girl boss.
But then they made the love interest male.
Okay. Wow.
Which I'm kind of like, eh.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. This is fine. And then there was a Little Women one, which I don't think ended at the end of Little Women, and then I also didn't like because yes.
Okay.
Basically, I think everybody was trying to do it at one point. Let me actually look this up.
Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of different series I just totally didn't know about.
I'm gonna looking this up on YouTube. I like doing that as I was typing.
Yeah, do it. Look it up so we learn.
Hold on. I'm gonna
my classical literature fiction knowledge is actually pretty terrible. There's a lot I don't know a lot about books, and I probably should, just given many different aspects about me myself.
I really like I will like for some reason like listening to classical literature is actually kind of relaxing, like on Audible. Like I remember like the peaceful sounds of listening to Dan Stevens read me Frankenstein. Or like listening to like let me see what I have. We need to get Audible sponsors because I give them so much money. And right now I'm listening to like 7 books from them. So I'm trying to before I buy any more books, I want to finish the ones that I already have, and I need to listen to 33 more books.
That's a lot of books.
Some of them are kind of short.
That's a lot of books.
Right. But like, well, look, I think it's like some of them I've had for like years, and I'm like, because I bought the Lord of the Rings series like years ago, and I haven't actually listened to it.
Should probably do that.
But I've got like Anna Karenina. What else do I have? This classic Sense and Sensibility. I've listened to some. I've got Sherlock Holmes, Wuthering Heights, Dr. Jekyll. I've got a lot.
Nice.
In total, like all the total books that I have, like 80 titles on Audible, but I've got like 300 in my wish list.
That's a lot. I think I've resigned myself to the fact that I probably will never read. I refuse to words. What are they? I'll look at
well, that's
them,
why I listen. That's why I listen to them, because it's the same thing. Listening is the same thing. It gets the same. So just get an Audible account, get a couple books, and listen to them, and that counts.
If I do audiobooks, I'm going to get them through the library to support our libraries. Thank you.
I know, but aren't those like on CD?
The library. No, you can. They literally, there's like a app that you can get where it's like all digital, so you can get like e-readers and stuff.
Yeah, like some of the stuff's like exclusive to Audible, and like I need those versions. Like I need the Sandman audio version on Audible. I have to have that. And also like when actors are reading it, I have to get that. It's like a law.
Wasn't Sandman
I'm trying to think.
Like a series?
What's exclusive that I have to get, or I probably already got.
When does the Sandman series come out?
The show? I have all the comics and I haven't actually read them, but then I listened to because like I said, Audible has like a audio version, like the first 3 novels, the first 3 volumes, and then there's the part 2 coming out next month. But I think it's something I've seen. Where we're talking about, I found the thing of like vlogs or classic literature print of vlogs.
Yeah, what all you got for me?
So there's Lizzie Bennet Diaries, Pride and Prejudice, Carmilla.
Yeah.
Green Gables Fables, Anne of Green Gables. Yeah. Did not know that existed.
No, I did not either.
Jules and Monty. Romeo and Juliet.
Oh. Got it. I hope they both die in the end.
What?
I hope they both die in the end.
Well, it looks like they're feuding. What does it say? Cap and MTG are feuding university societies, pure loyalty and everything. And the lovers are so melodramatic that you want to slap them. So it sounds like
sounds really annoying.
there's School of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire, which I didn't know was a thing.
Oh, that's wild.
I know there's more because this one doesn't have
Does it keep the incest?
in game. Probably.
Interesting.
Yeah, but this says like here are 5 of the best, and I figured there'd be more. But like, because I know there's a Little Women one, I know there was an Emma one, I know there's a Frankenstein one, I know they exist.
Right.
So I'm very upset with this list right now. Oh, Emma approved, which is the Emma one. Frankenstein MD. The New Adventures of Peter and Wendy.
Oh, interesting.
The Autobiography of Jane Eyre. Nothing Much to Do. Classic Alice.
I think we're on that same exact article.
Maybe.
From Mike.com.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nick Carraway Chronicles. The March from that was the one. March from Letters was the one for Little Women, which I did not like. But yeah.
Interesting.
So we've been going for like 55 minutes. I don't know what else.
I think an hour is a good amount of time. Yeah, I don't know what else is like new and hip and happening
in the world.
Just, I mean, like, I know the world. But I try to avoid that. Every day, I go online. I go on Twitter. Which one? First mistake.
Well, that's your own
go
fault.
to the trending section, of course, my second mistake, and then I like refresh it and like, what's going on today? And then I read the things. And I'm like, I don't want to engage with any of this, and then I stop, and then I put it down for 20 minutes and then repeat it after. So that's what I like.
I mean, we can probably do a thing one time where we talk about our. We can do one thing, not right now, but like we can do one live stream where we talk about our feelings on everything.
Oh God, that sounds terrible. I don't want to talk about my feelings. I mean, I'm good at talking about my feelings about media, but like my real feelings are very scary. Let's not.
I mean, I like talking about them with you, so like we just pretend that there isn't an audience here.
It's like, hey folks, let's get opinionated. That's
one day I'm gonna become your therapist and force you to open up about your feelings.
Good luck. Many have tried. Actually, not many have tried. Most know better.
Remember, guys, therapy's good. Go to therapy.
Therapy is good. Go to therapy. I didn't last long in therapy because I don't talk about my feelings. I lost it a couple weeks, and I was like, all right, this has been great, guys.
I feel like you could find it there. I feel like if you stuck it out, though, you would open up about your feelings.
If I stuck it out, I needed to find the right person. That wasn't the right person, and then I was too lazy to keep going. So don't do what I do, folks.
What's the good therapy app? I can't remember.
I don't know. Do I look like I know? That's not my wheelhouse.
Well, it was like the one that had like some controversy, but then I think like that got resolved and like a on their side kind of thing.
The only one I know is BetterHelp is the one that you get a ton of advertisements for.
I got BetterHelp and then Talkspace, and I think BetterHelp had like the thing of like they said like some of their professionals like weren't licensed properly. Mm-hmm. But then I think they either like resolved it or they got it or like it wasn't actually true. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. So do that.
Anyway, okay, yeah, that sounds swell. So that's all, folks.
Let's figure out a character. Guys, what character is Kaylin when it comes to media? And then we'll have her express herself for that character.
Oh God, no, I'm not. Wait, you want me to start kinning? I'm not gonna kin a fictional character.
What does that mean?
I am. Oh my God. Oh honey. Oh darling. Oh honey. You sweet, innocent, beautiful child. You.
What does kin mean?
Kin is like a thing where people will say they kin a character, which basically means that like they like look at a character and they're like, oh, I am that character, and then they like basically they're like, oh, I am that character, and so they just embody that character. It's kind of I don't want to like shame anybody here, but it's kind of weird.
That's like a fanfic term, right?
Yeah. Well, it's not really a fanfic term.
Listen, I know the term shipping and the definition of it. I know what the Omegaverse is, but I don't understand it.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I do,
You
my
should
brain hurts.
don't try to understand it. Don't even try.
It
So
sounds like
anyway,
wolf porn.
it is wolf porn. It is wolf porn.
But
It's
why do they make?
describing
But why do people?
unrealistic.
Well, why do people try to make it more elaborate when it's just like they want to have sex with a werewolf, which is like fine, you
A
do
lot of people
you,
want to have sex with werewolf. Yeah, right. But it's I don't know because it
or like
gets
have a
people
male
get
get
off on that.
pregnant. Where I'm like, why can't I just do that in The Sims?
Mm-hmm. Like shipping is a dark hole that no one should go in. You are absolutely right. You're right, and I have not learned my lesson. I'm not that much of a shipper. I'm like a low key shipper these days. I'll be like, it's a shipping these days more of a feeling than like an active fandom participation thing that I do. I don't really participate in a fandom, or into shipping. I'm just like I'll watch a thing and be like, I would like them to be together, and then I suffer because that's my life. Anyway, so Dare, so on Urban Dictionary, kinning, the definition of kinning is to relate to a character on either a basis of personality, physical appearance, or a trauma, which sounds pretty like, oh, I'm just relating to a character, but it's usually like a lot more intense than that. Um, so people will be like, oh, I'm this character, I kin this character. It's involved, I would say. It's not my thing.
Well, I think you can relate to a character a
Right.
lot, and like you realize and then they kind of help you deal with like if you went through a traumatic experience, like somebody writes a character like is went through something similar, you can like help that can help you. I think
Yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah, and I think that this person says it nice. Again, I'm on Urban Dictionary. It says a large community generally centered around relating to a character one way or another. Also, the act of doing so. Essentially, after looking at a character and identifying with or as them, the definition one is more of a coping mechanism. Many people kin characters to cope with their situation or illness. Two, reincarnation. Others believe in multiverse theory, and when someone dies, their soul may hop between universes. Three, it's for fun, and that's so some may identify with a character for the fun of it. So I'm glad that I could educate you on this topic. I'm sorry that you know more now. At least it's not as bad as Omegaverse.
So it's not as, but it's also like worse than cosplaying, which is just like it would just like kind of like
It's not. I think the act of kinning isn't necessarily about recreating a physical look, which cosplay is. Cosplay is more like the action or acting as a character for like like a performative sake. Very different than kinning, which is like seeing character being like that me, but being like a little more like that me.
so you're not actually Dipper Pines.
I'm not actually Dipper Pines. No, I do not kin Dipper Pines, but I do a little bit sometimes go haha that me, just like a little bit. But not in a kin kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
So we have learned a little bit more about fandom, everybody. Congratulations, we did it. And
I feel like one day we should do a live stream where you explain to me all these like fanfic terms, and then I'm gonna hate myself, but I'm gonna go along with it.
Oh, sorry. Chris says, wait, you did a Bakuno review? Where did you find episodes? This is a very good story because Bakuno is impossible to find, and I didn't realize that after I just that we were going to do Bakuno. But at the time, this was back in April, they were actually available. All the episodes were available on YouTube on some random person's page, and I think they've been removed since. If you want a link to them, hit me up. I know where to get them and to download them.
Wait, I thought you got them totally legally.
I totally got them legally because that is certainly a thing you can do because Bakuno, of course, exists in a way that can be viewed legally. It cannot. You can't even buy the DVDs. It's very frustrating.
Why can't you get the DVDs?
Yes. Oh my god, they're so expensive. They're out of print. So like it's the same thing with the whole licensing issue. Like nobody has bought it up to like reprint them. So you have to get ones that were like an old batch of them, which are going for like a couple $100 now.
Well, now we have all the episodes, so you don't have to do.
But now I have all the episodes,
and they're good quality.
They are good, and I have I have English dub, which I really like the English dub of Bakuno. I think except the last three, the OVAs I think are subbed because I don't know if they were ever dubbed, but the OVAs are subbed.
That's fine.
But the main series is dubbed.
So getting Bakuno on DVD.
Yeah, it's expensive. You have to go on like eBay, and it's but you have to watch because the ones that are cheaper are region locked to like non-American things. So like I think that's like the French version or whatever. So it's hard. Okay, because I will reach out to you about that.
I was gonna say, so like getting like the Bachner DVDs is like me trying to find funds, the band funds first album on vinyl,
Oh yeah.
in which I
Yeah.
cannot find it.
Mhm.
And I've been looking, like literally I can't get it on Amazon, and then if I want to get it on eBay, it's like $100, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I love that album. And that was like literally that, like I like one reason I wanted a record player was like I have like the fun albums on vinyl, and I can find one of them, but I can't find that one, and I'm very
Fun-
upset.
Yeah, no, Fun's like first album was good.
So if anybody wants
Actually.
to get me that for Christmas,
Good to know.
Caleb wants to get me that for Christmas or my birthday, either way.
Yeah, well, belated birthday, early Christmas, somewhere in there maybe.
See, like the good thing is like for you is that you're easy because that your birthday and Christmas are basically the same time.
It's basically the same thing.
So I can get you one present where you have to get me two presents.
I know.
Or technically three if I want to force you to give me a Hanukkah present.
Oh my god, true. Like, right, because you celebrate all three of those things, so that's great. And I usually don't give you anything. So it's great.
But I would say, like, I feel like it's like a me thing personally. I feel like I'm a decent gift giver.
Oh, you're a fabulous gift giver. You're so good at being like, oh, it's an occasion, here's a gift. Well, I'm like, hey, I sent you a nice text.
Well, I think like last year because of like the pandemic, I just got you an Amazon gift card, which like I know you don't want to give Amazon the overlords money, but like.
I do appreciate that. I do appreciate you sincerely. You're a very good person. So yeah, but good to know. No, but now that I know you have a record player looking for vinyls, like that makes it easy. Like I need like a thing. Like once I like get a thing, I'm like, oh okay.
If you can give me funds for first album on vinyl, I will not give you a hug because germs.
Thank you, my germaphobe self. Appreciate it.
I'll give you a virtual hug.
Thank you.
And then I won't force you to talk about your feelings for a whole week.
Wow, thanks. You know me. I love those feelings. But yeah, so
all right, I think we're good right now.
We are good. Like I think we've been talking for enough for like a weeknight, a Tuesday night.
Also, your camera's breaking up like crazy.
I know, because my Wi-Fi is terrible.
Is mine breaking up at all?
No, you're good. I just suck. But so yeah, because we'll probably wrap this up in just a second. Because then we're gonna see each other to watch some more Bakano in a few days. So like,
yay! I hope I know what's gonna happen by the end of our session.
I think I looked at it after okay, we're gonna have a little better idea of what's going on.
Great, because I still don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Oh, I keep freezing. Great. Yeah, that's me, guys.
Okay, we're done.
Okay.
Social media, although you don't put it up.
We don't have to. I mean, it's like if you're watching this, you already know our social media, but like, yeah.
You're on our Patreon. Well, maybe.
Yeah. Mostly. You're like you have exclusive rights, or like you know us personally, so like it's whatever.
Okay. Bye.
But anyway, so we're gonna log off now. We'll see y'all later. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.